Azeem Azhar, thanks so much for joining today.
I'm so happy to be here.
So we're going to have an AI conversation, but that's all we've had is AI conversations, right?
That's
you
it.
walk around Davos this week and it's as if everyone is an AI expert.
There is so much AI on the promenade. There's very little crypto, so AI has taken all of the crypto and the blockchain stuff, and each company has come out with some form of enterprise AI tool. It's where we are.
What's the most ridiculous expression of AI that you have has manifested itself in front of you this week?
Oh, this week, that's a good one. I think the thing that has surprised me the most has been, actually, where I felt ridiculous, was how well CEOs were articulating generative AI. So the biggest manifestation was my shock to be in front of bosses with 50, 100, 200,000 employees and hear them talk with a level of detail about this technology that's only been public for a year or so. I've never experienced that in my life, and I had to go off and check my own assumptions and say, how did I not realize how quickly they've moved?
And how quickly the technology has moved, of course. But one of the things that has startled me is that the top experts in the field 10 years ago thought it would take decades, even 5 years ago.
Right.
Thought it would take decades to get to where we are today, just with GPT-4, which is about to be exceeded massively in a matter of a few months.
Right. Yeah, it's really, really shocking. I mean, what happened? What happened was that we figured out this new architecture called the Transformer a few years ago, developed in Google. They didn't pick up on it, and that team disappeared off to other places. In fact, even OpenAI didn't pick up on it, and then they did. And the real surprise was when ChatGPT came out, we could just talk to it as humans and it would talk back to us as humans. And that has created this cascade of innovation and investment. And last year, 2023, the rate of progression was quite staggering. And when we think about what GPT-5 will do, I think we'll be surprised again. It will be better in every way compared to GPT-4, and that will be another moment of awakening.
Now, when the top experts were so wrong about how fast this could explode, it does sort of lend the question of what else they're telling us now they might be so incredibly wrong about.
I'll give you one thing that I think some of the top experts have got wrong. I think they worried too much about the existential risk problem that dominated the narrative around AI in 2023. It dominated the AI Safety Summit that was hosted in the UK in November.
The Bletchley Summit.
The
yes.
Bletchley Summit, and you start to see people walk back those comments and those remarks. And what's been fantastic at the annual meeting of the World Economic Forum has been to see grown-up conversations take place between the top AI experts. We haven't heard so much about existential risk. We've heard about practical things relating to, to copyright, to regulation, to the workforce, to employment, the things that really matter. So
the boring applications that actually move the economy, that actually change how we live our lives.
Change how people live their lives, and I think also start to rebuild trust. One of the dangers of last year was that people started to lose their faith in technology. I mean, that's ordinary voters would start to dislike this path of what is quite a helpful technology, and technology is what does provide prosperity. And we need to have more grown-up conversations, more civil conversations, more moderate conversations about what that reality is.